Married with Channels podcast. We're back, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. How are you?
I'm all right.
I don't know why I asked you that. I just saw you.
I know.
We just talked.
I know. We live in the same house because I'm the wife.
But the podcasting is a whole different world. It's a different universe.
It's a world where we get to be adults and talk about things without child interruption.
Without the babies getting all in the way. I'm Moose.
I'm Jody.
We're a married couple. We talk TV shows and movies.
Yup.
And it's been almost a month, but we are back with some fresh material.
Nice.
Let's get right into it, Jodes.
Yup.
Reacher, Season 2.
Yeah.
Of course, Reacher's the show based on the books by Lee Child about this gigantic, massive freeloader who wanders the country helping people out.
Freeloader. That sounds like
Yeah, that's a loaded term.
negative word.
I was trying to think of another term for that, like more apt of what he is.
He's
A
kind of a
vagabond?
nomad. Yeah.
Yeah, nomad.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
He just kind of doesn't have roots, hasn't, he's fully committed to just kind of wandering through life and
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's a former military police and he's really smart.
like special forces military.
No.
Yeah, they were kind of like a special unit. That's
A special unit's different than special forces.
okay, sure. Yeah,
Like-
my bad.
Yeah, but look, he's got a high IQ and he's great at problem solving and he seems to know every goddamn thing.
And his team does as well. Like they all kind of
Yeah.
have their own specialty, if you will. But
Right.
they're all very intelligent, part of this group, special investigators is what they were.
Yeah, good segue
Yeah.
because this season centers around some members of his former team are being killed. And so he gets the team that are alive back together to suss out why their former peeps are being offed. And definitely different from the first season. First season was more of what you expect from the Reacher character. He wanders into this town and there's a bad element there and he helps the innocents fight back against the corrupt bad people.
Yes.
And so this one's a little different. And I like this season. I think I like the first season fine. This season I liked a little bit more. Maybe it's because it had more of the military stuff, which is kind of what I was raised on. But Reacher is what it is. It's a show that's not like it's kind of like the Fast and the Furious for TV shows in a way. Not literally, not with like the action stuff, but it's not real thinky. There's not a lot of, parallels and allegories going on.
It's okay, so I'm going to disagree on this one. I like the first season better than this one. I don't know. This one was just okay. I'm with you on it. It's not like super deep, but there's still some thinking there. Like, what's going on? Why are they all being killed? Kind of solving that mystery. So, yeah.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think what I meant is there's no like deeper meaning. There's no allegory. There's no like, like Breaking Bad, the easy one is like that was about, sacrificing your morals for potentially a greater good or, changing from being good to being essentially bad.
I kind of disagree because I feel like Reacher's character, he can't show that he cares or commit, yet he's fully committed to these people and caring about what happens to them. So there is some kind of underlying theme there for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think the easy one this season was friendship and, taking care of your friends and taking care of each other. I'll give you that.
That, and you always kind of see him kind of get close to a lady and you're like, is this going to be the one that makes him put roots down, And then you're like, nope, in true Reacher style, not even.
Yeah. And I think I mentioned about 3 or 4 episodes into this season, my only real beef with Reacher is he's never wrong. He's always right. And I think that is a little bothersome for me.
Like a character flaw.
It's
Yeah.
almost like a character flaw because all the great works, like your main character, they have to make mistakes or they have to be wrong about something. That makes them human and ergo relatable.
But that's really kind of part of the character. He's socially inept and he is awkward with people skills, and to me it fits. Like, he's so it's not wooden, it's just he's just not human sometimes.
No, I get that and I appreciate that.
Yeah.
But the fact that he's always got the answer, that doesn't help you with plot. Like, there needs to be moments where he's like, well, we got to go to this building and that's where they're going to be. We need him to go to that building and it's not where it's supposed to be. That doesn't help, you know? It just adds to more of the tension. It gives you more plot. You're more invested in the plot. It's like, oh, that didn't work out. What are they going to do now? You know?
I think there was some of that in this season.
There was.
Like, working with the detective or police officer that they were working with, they were wrong sometimes. And other people paid the price for that.
Yeah.
You know, I think that was here a little bit in this season.
Agreed. And that's why I pointed out, I brought it up 3 or 4 episodes in. And what I was ultimately going to get back to is like that changed as the season went on. Like, he made mistakes, error in judgments.
Yeah.
And so, but you know, it's all good, you know?
Oh, you mean because it gets, you know?
No, I meant me, like the feeling that he's never wrong.
Oh,
He can never make mistakes. I said that at episode 3, we'll say,
yeah.
but by episode 5 that he'd made mistakes. So
Sure.
that criticism is essentially nil now. But at the time, you know, I was kind of having an issue with that.
Got
But
it.
I don't, because, you know, he's fallible. He made a couple mistakes. So
Sure.
but I don't know. I like Reacher. It's not anything that's like blowing the doors off of TV critics' columns or anything.
Sure.
But I think it's good.
Yeah,
right?
it's something entertaining and easy to watch. And I don't know, I pay attention to character development a lot. And obviously he's the main character. So just kind of watching that kind of develop, you know, will he be human this season or not? You know? Yeah.
Will he be human?
Yeah.
Human. Yeah, Reacher, season 2 in the books. It was good.
Yeah.
Right?
It's okay.
Should we move on?
Yeah.
Moving on to Curb Your Enthusiasm. It's amazing that this is in its 12th season.
What?
I know. I
Wow.
think it's surpassed Seinfeld, which was on
Wow.
for, I want to say, 9 seasons. And that's
Okay.
interesting because Larry David obviously co-created Seinfeld and was a part of that show for up to everything except the last 2 seasons, I think. But yeah, Curb Your Enthusiasm continues to be great. I don't know. And this is the final season, which is, it's good, but it's a little sad. Like, you know,
A little bittersweet.
a little bittersweet.
Yeah.
You know, you kind of love seeing Larry David kind of put his foot in his mouth and stumble into doing something really horrendous without knowing it or sometimes not caring.
And
Yes.
you know what I love? He doesn't always do it in the best way or manner. You know, he does stick his foot in his mouth a lot, but he deals with a lot of relatable things. And, you know, it just, you know, it's hilarious, but it's also like, oh, yeah, funny, you know, like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. And then you got Leon, who continues to like, yeah, if he's on the screen 3 times during an episode, there's at least 2 of those are golden. And I don't know how much of that is JB Smoove. Because the show, for those who don't know, Curb Your Enthusiasm, from what I understand, they have kind of plot points they want to hit.
Yeah.
You know, they definitely want to, for instance, have this semi-racist lawn jockey thing that they got to deal with. But the interactions and the lead up to it, it's all kind of improvised. And
Well, and even like I think when sometimes it was like Richard Lewis and some of the others, they like when they're sitting around the table having lunch at the club, like some of that is improvised and it's just really funny.
Yeah.
And really good.
And there's this one moment in the new season where Funkhauser is having sex with this married woman because they want to have a baby. The father is barren. And like they're looking for other possibilities to help out with that. And Leon volunteers.
Of course he does.
And Leon has a meeting with the woman and her husband about possibly providing the sperm that would inseminate her egg and get her pregnant. And this made me laugh out loud.
Well, Leon, thank you so much for doing this.
Yeah.
We are so excited.
Thank you for giving my dick the opportunity to serve you.
So we have a window here.
I'm ovulating.
Yeah, so if you have any questions for us.
Please.
Do you guys want a girl? But if you do, I'm gonna have to start eating a lot of mustard.
Oh,
Well,
My fucking sperm is strong. That little motherfucker gonna come out with a mustache and bad credit.
Gonna come out with a mustache and bad credit.
Oh my.
So awesome.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. But Leon continues to be, and you know that Leon character was, because I think it was season 2 or 3, the whole Leon thing was him and I forget Vivica A. Fox's character. They are displaced by Hurricane, what was the one in Louisiana?
Katrina.
Was it Katrina? Yeah. They're displaced, and so Larry took them in, because
Yeah.
obviously it benefited him somehow to house these people. And you just know Leon and them were supposed to be a one and done season thing, but
Yeah.
Leon's been there ever since, just kind of living off of Larry David's opulent house and
Yeah.
being kind of a friend
Yeah.
to Larry. And it's kind of an interesting character that just continues to bring it.
I love too, like, the guys are always like plotting and scheming to get away with something or get out of something. And then you got Susie Green, who
Oh, yeah.
just gets so mad at their plotting and scheming. And it's just so funny. Her character is just great. So
She was asked recently in an interview, like, do you like playing Susie? And she's like, oh, yeah. I get to call people I get paid to call people assholes or something
right?
like that.
Like, it seems like a fun acting gig to
Right?
just be mad at Jeff and Larry all the time. And it's great. And can we talk about her wardrobe too? Like,
Oh,
it's
it's
just the most over the top funny stuff to me. And I don't know if that's on purpose or,
Yeah,
just her bringing some flavor to the character. I have no idea, but it's just great.
her fashion sense is, we'll say, different. And it's funny, the couple episodes, she says, oh, fuck you, Larry. You don't know fashion. I know fashion. You don't know fashion. But then she's wearing like this, little sailor boy hat on top of a sequined
Lime
thing.
green pants. And
Yeah.
It's great.
And speaking of Susie, that last episode, it was the billboard where it's, she starts her business.
Her
Where she's,
caftan business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
if you go to that website, it takes you to the HBO shop and you can actually buy the caftans.
Oh my God. I love it. Yes. That's great.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
And one of the really cool thing about Curb Your Enthusiasm is they get all these guest stars and they play
yeah.
either heightened versions of themselves or they play completely different characters. This season you got Sienna Miller.
Yes.
Tracy Ullman's playing this odd character who is like
Irma, his girlfriend.
his girlfriend who he
Yeah.
absolutely hates
Yep.
and is trying to get rid of. But it's such a Larry thing. Like he's somehow become boyfriend with this annoying person, and she's in rehab. She's going through AA or something. And Pure David, he's trying to get rid of her, but at the same time, he contacts the sponsor, and the sponsor says, "Well, give it 6 to 8 weeks. She needs to reach a certain level of whatever sobriety." And he's like, "Okay, all right." But then he finds out a way that if she wants to break up with him, it's different. So he facilitates that. And I don't know. the hits keep on coming with Curb. What can you say about Curb Your Enthusiasm? It's just a funny show, and there's a lot of relatable stuff in there.
Yeah.
Whether it's walking on somebody having sex or waiting in line at a buffet and somebody jumps the line, stuff like that. But Curb continues
Concerned
to rock.
about a sick fish.
Yeah. And making that into a thing. Like most of us, it's relatable, but it's like taken up a notch or 10. Because
and like, the club gossip about who is disgruntled, it's just great stuff.
yeah.
Just-
Curb Your Enthusiasm, continuing to be awesome. Anything else on Curb?
No, I'll be sad to see it end. And
Yeah, I
you
wonder
know.
how it's going to end.
I know, right? I don't know.
I can't.
Probably true Larry David style.
I would hope it's wholly unique and doesn't reference anything, because Seinfeld was known for its last episode really sucking. I hope they don't touch on that at all.
Hmm.
I hope they go their own way with ending it.
As they should. It's entirely different,
Right.
same creator, but different. Like, I don't know. I hope it's, true Larry David implodes everything in his life,
Agreed. All right. So, yeah, final season of Curb airing now as we record this. Definitely go check it out on HBO or Max. Cool.
Cool.
What's that?
Not for kids.
Oh, no. That goes without saying.
But this one is.
What the kids are watching. It was my turn to select a movie as we, cycle through everybody's choices for a movie every night at the end of the day. And I picked X-Men, the original from 2000, with your Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. And we watched that with Evelyn, our 12-year-old.
It is PG-13, but
Yeah.
it's probably okay. We went through the whole superhero universe, so kind of makes sense we went back to this one. I
Yeah.
think she liked it.
I think she did too.
Yeah.
When we watch these, Mabel's in bed, so she's not really involved at all
Yeah.
with that. But it's funny, you watch a movie like this. I remember when I watched this back in the day, I was like, oh, so cool. This is great.
Yeah.
Ooh, look at those effects.
Yeah.
And honestly, it still kind of holds up.
Yeah.
It's
It's
still
not
pretty good.
bad. Yeah. There's
Yeah.
a couple CGI moments that are probably better if you were to redo that today, just because the tech gets better and better and faster and more smooth transitions and things like that. But
Yeah.
it does kind of hold up well.
Yeah. There's only a couple little moments where you're like, early 2000s CGI.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But, that's a movie that's got good pacing. It's got all the superhero crap. It's got even some kind of funny little asides, like
Yeah.
when they're getting ready to go do the final battle, Wolverine's got the leather X-Men suit on. And he's like, you guys really I don't know what he said, fighting these or whatever. And he's like, and Cyclops like, what would you prefer? Yellow leather? And that's an obvious joke about the comic book Wolverine character. He wore yellow tights and,
Yeah.
so stuff like that. A little something for the nerds and something for anybody. who
Sure.
wants this is back when the superhero movie wasn't just every other movie that came out.
Yeah. Got a big cast, Sir Patrick Stew was a favorite.
Can't go wrong with Sir Pat Stew. I got nothing else on X-Men. I think she liked it. Everybody still likes it on our end.
Yeah. Will we watch others?
I think so.
We're going to
X-Men,
keep going down that vein.
diminishing returns, I would say, from the this X-Men franchise.
Mm.
But I don't know.
Sure.
We'll go watch 2, I think.
Yeah.
The Married to a Channels podcast. We try to do this every week, at least every month, but we'll see how it goes with time. Be sure to subscribe so that when we do put out a new episode, you'll get the notification. You can follow us on Twitter at MarriedWChans.
Share, tell your friends.
Yes. Until then, my name is Moose.
And I'm Jody.
We'll see you next time. Later.
Bye.